Hello everyone, I'm Abasud and welcome to my course on HIPAA regulation. So HIPAA is a regulation which has been developed by US Department of Health and Human Services. So let's start with the course. Like so first let's understand what is HIPAA. So basically the full form of HIPAA is the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. So, in 1996, Secretary of U.S. Department of Health and Human Resources has developed regulation to protect the privacy and security of certain health information known as HIPAA. So, in 1996, the first version of HIPAA has come to us. Then later on, many amendments has been done, and the latest version has been released on 25th January 2013. So we'll be discussing about all the latest rules and regulations of HIPAA. So when we are discussing about HIPAA, it is used to fulfill this requirement. HSS publish what are commonly known as HIPAA privacy and security rules. Now, what is HIPAA privacy and what is HIPAA security rule? HIPAA privacy rule establishes national standard to protect individual medical records and other personal health information and applies to health plans, healthcare cleaning houses, and those healthcare providers that conduct certain healthcare transactions electronically. So here if we are discussing about the privacy rule, so let's discuss in short, like what are the records, what are the personal health information they are trying to protect. That is a personal information like name, phone number, address, your mailing address, then your medical history, and it can be handwritten, it can be in the form of videos and images. So we are trying to protect it. And then who should who should be complied with these rules? That can be healthcare plans like the insurance companies, that can be healthcare cleaning houses, which may be like a third party or contractor which provide the services, who is handling the PHI data. Then healthcare providers are hospitals, nursing homes, doctors, nurses. Now let's discuss about, when we are talking about privacy, it has a threat form: internal resources and the external resources. Internal resources mean, so in day to day life, for ease, we use our we'll basically bring our own device to the workplace, and we kept some data inside that. So if somebody steal those particular devices of an employee, can be an internal threat, or it may possible intentionally a person steal it. But for intention, definitely we can just go for the security awareness, and we can just get the contract signed from them. But to protect their devices from, whenever, even though the devices is stolen, then nobody can leak that data. We can go for the encryption. We can use the encryption applications for the interaction, or they can be an external threat. Any attacker can just enter into the system and then take out the data. How we can save that data? That can be through our yeah, that can be through our web filtering. So we can filter like these other suspicious people, and we can create a list, like this is the blacklist, so that they cannot enter into the system. And we can encrypt our system. Even though they enter into the system, they will not able to decode our data or and take it out. And also we can do the network security. We can put the firewalls. We can wireless controllers, we can put the routers and exchange. There are so many security controls that can be put over there. Now the second part, let's discuss about what is a HIPAA security rule. Security rule establish national standard to protect the individual electronic personal health information that is created, received, used, and maintained by covered entity. The security rules requires appropriate administrative, physical, and technical safeguard to ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and security of the electronic protected healthcare information. So here it is talking about administrative, physical, and technical safeguard of the data. So how we can, what they mean by the administrative? Administrative is like policies, procedures, standard, then all those things are come into the administrative safeguard. If we are talking about physical, physical is the physical protection of our servers or devices which we are using to access that can be through our access control, that can be through while putting VR lock, or by multi-factor authentication by our then there are other things like putting the cameras to safeguard them. Then there can be a technical safeguard. Technical safeguard is definitely we can on a network level we can put a network security, we can put the access control, then we can take the backups, then we can secure our backups. There are so many things which can be used as a technical safeguard to ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and security of a electronic protected health information. So this is what we are having as a privacy and security rule. Now we come into the form why HIPAA. Like HIPAA has created in 96, and it's improved and improved version and latest in 2013. Why they did it? So the major reason behind it comes in year of 2000. The patient diagnostic with depression received the free sample of antidepressant medicine in their mails. So but patients were confused how the pharmaceutical companies are aware about it. Like they have a depression and they send the medicine to them. So then after the investigation, they can find out breach of patient's health uh, confidential data. So this is the reason, this is one of the reason why they have improved the HIPAA in 2002 and put more focus on the privacy rule. Now, who should comply with HIPAA? So there are three parties who should be complied. One is the health plans. Those are the persons who are providing it the insurance. So because basically they have our all data. So to claim the reimbursements or go for the cashless, we need to give them all the details, our name, address, our medical history, our invoices, and invoice maybe you have paid through credit card and all. So they have these information as well. So they need to protect it. Healthcare providers means hospitals, nursing homes, you can say physiotherapists, psychiatrists, all those have that detail. They should protect it. Then the next is a healthcare cleaning house. So can be a third party from which an organization is taking help to manage the PHI data. So they should take care of this as well. So this is what it should be combined with. So this is all for today. So let's meet again in the next session, which is corresponding to the privacy rule. Thank you so much.